ดีค่ะ So I'm very honored to be here today, especially amongst so many of you have dedicated your lives in preserving and celebrating craft. So I would like to begin my presentation with the video from Jim Thompson. While I may not be a scholar or an artisan by training, I come here today as a designer, as a creative director, someone who deeply respects the cultural significance of craft and has worked to honor it through design. Please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Vichada Sitakalin. I currently serve as the creative director of Jim Thompson Home Furnishing. As many of you might know, Jim Thompson is a heritage Thai brand committed to preserving, elevating Thai silk as craftsmanship. Today, the company operates across 3 main business units: fashion, home furnishing, and hospitality. My role focuses on leading the creative direction for the interior textiles division. In addition to my work at Jim Thompson, I also serve as the design director of Raya Collection Group, where I oversee all design aspects for 3 hotels and other hospitality properties in the country. So I have been working with the Raya Group for over 25 years. So I'm in charge of all the design aspects of the 3 hotels, which is 1 is in Krabi and 2 in Chiang Mai. By background, I am an interior designer. I have had the privilege of working with Jim Thompson on many occasions before joining them officially as their creative director. Over the years, I have been fortunate to collaborate with many talented local artisans, helping transform their skills and materials into decorative pieces and design elements that bring traditional craft into the contemporary spaces. I want to humbly share that I am not a craftsperson, nor do I have a deep technical knowledge or skills that many of you possess today. But I perhaps can offer a different perspective, one from a design creative side, as someone who applies craft in a modern context. I hope to show how designs can play a role in preserving, celebrating, and reinterpreting heritage in a meaningful way. Most importantly, as a native Thai, I'm deeply proud to contribute, however modestly, in carrying forward cultural legacy forward. I believe each of us can play a unique role in preserving, and this is how I found mine. For my topic today, design and curating craft, creation and cultural intention in the making of sustainable luxury. So first, I'd like to begin by offering my personal perspective on the concept of luxury sustainability. 2 words we often hear, but which, for me, take on a deeper meaning in the context of craft and culture. Luxury, in my view, is no longer just about exclusivity or material value. Luxury is about preservation. It's about craftsmanship, and it's about intention. For us Thais, simply being born into a culture so rich in artistry, knowledge, and tradition that in itself is a form of luxury. To witness the skill, patience, and beauty embedded in Thai craftsmanship is to understand that true luxury lies in the human touch, in heritage, and in meaning. Sustainability When we speak of sustainability, we often think of environmental terms, but it is also about sustaining knowledge, techniques, and cultural identity. Sustainable luxury for me is where tradition and heritage are preserved and passed forward. It is rooted in intention, an intention that respects origin, honors the makers, and connects cultural memory with contemporary relevance. At Jim Thompson, this philosophy embedded in the brand's DNA. When Mr. Jim Thompson first came to Southeast Asia, he was captivated by the richness of its culture, especially the artistry of hand-woven silk. With this unique luster and texture, his background in design and strong entrepreneur spirit led him to form a stronger relationships with local artisans. I know that I'm coming here today in a different perspective, in a perspective from a more commercial side, but this commercial side actually really helped to grow and preserve our cultural heritage, but to grow in the business, in the big picture of a business as well. So for Jim Thompson textiles, for interior textiles, we do have, we expanded into the kind of like the global scene. We do have our office, 2 offices in USA, which is in Atlanta and in New York. We also have an office in the United Kingdoms and also a showroom in Paris. So I would have to say that for Jim Thompson, for his passion with Thai silk, he has actually grown Thai silk into the global scene. And I would have to say, joining the company as their creative director, most importantly, as a native Thai, I'm deeply, deeply proud and modest to carry forward the cultural of this heritage, and I believe each of us can play a role in preserving, and this is how I found mine. 1951, he founded Thai Silk Company, beginning a journey that brought Thai silk to international recognition, not just as a luxury product, but as a living symbol of Thai heritage. I want to also today, the vision mission I share with our team is clear. It is to keep our national identity, our traditions alive, relevant, and inspiring to today's world. To share a recent example, during our Spring 2025 collection launch in Paris this past January, we introduced 3 distinct collections that reflects the essence of traditional textiles. Here are a few captured moments from that special day. For Jim Thompson Home Textiles, we launch our collection twice a year. We do have a collection in spring and we do have a collection in fall. Every spring we launch our collection in Paris. So this is some images and video that we've shown in Paris this past January. As you can see, in the main highlight of the launch was the Matmi collection. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with Matmi, also internationally known as ikat or tie-dye, one of Thailand's oldest textiles tradition. What makes this technique so special is the process itself. Skilled artisans carefully binding the yarns, carefully binding the yarns with raffia string, dyeing them and spinning them into small weaving bobbins in a particular sequence before the patterns are lined up before weaving them into fabric. It's a time-intensive craft. On average, only about 40 centimeters can be woven in a single day. At Jim Thompson, we are committed to preserving this craft by including matmi in every seasonal collection, reimagining it with a modern twist to keep it relevant. For spring 2025, we introduced two matmi designs, Pumari inspired by a beehive structure, what you see here in the image, featuring a bold hexagon pattern with 3 colorways. So normally we would bring these old traditions and reimagining it and give it a new context to actually be relevant with today's audience. It's hand-woven using traditional matmi technique with hand-dyed fibers and a durable nylon warp, making it ideal for both drapery and upholstery, and it's even water repellent. So making the fabric, so this is just an example of how we keep on using new technology also to make our fabrics more durable and user-friendly. The second design is Pali, draws from an ancient Southeast Buddhist manuscript. This 100% Thai silk is hand-bound, hand-woven, blending historical motifs in modern aesthetics. Available in 2 colorways, it reflects our approach in making traditional silk both beautiful and durable for today's lifestyle. As you can see in the photos, each fabric has been thoughtfully integrated into room settings, showcasing how these traditional textiles can live beautifully in modern interiors. To showcase and inspire people on how they can decorate contemporary spaces with traditional touches, every time we launch a collection, we do brochure shootings with room sets, and also here at our Surewong showroom, we also have 3 floors showing 11 room sets of how we could decorate with Thai silks and how we could use traditional textiles on a modern interior space. Jim Thompson's journey with silk began with a deep appreciation for its beauty and potential. Over the years, we have integrated innovative techniques, modern designs, and wild color combinations. We continuously researched and developed our silk designs to the evolved market demands. In addition to our hand-woven silk range, we've introduced machine-woven silks, allowing us to keep pace with the demand and expand our design possibilities. We have also developed new techniques that has its roots in craftsmanship, ikat making, such as warp printing, an innovation to make silk more user-friendly, such as applying nano finishes to our hand-woven silks to make it durable and meet specific market needs. For example, this is just one of our designs. It's called Tara Silk. Tara Silk is a great example of how we apply innovation and technique to enhance durability for our silk, making it more versatile and better suited to a wider range of market needs. anyways, it's not playing, but actually Tara silk, because we applied nanotechnique, so it's actually water repellent, and it's versatile.
Introducing Tara, our first high-performance silk. Jim Thompson's heritage of hand-woven tie silk is combined with modern textile technology. Tara is durable for upholstery and nano-finished for amazing stain repellency. Perfect for modern rooms. Introducing Tara, our first...
Sorry. Okay. So this is just a good example of how we used technology to develop our silk to answer a wider audience and to meet today's lifestyle. And I also like to emphasize the importance of helping the market to better understand how to use silk effectively. Silk is often seen as a delicate, but it's actually a strong and durable natural fiber. With proper care, it could last for generations. At Jim Thompson, we offer over 30 types of silk in a variety of weaves and finishes to suit different interior needs. Lightweight silks are perfect for curtains and cushions and lampshades, while heavier textured options work well for upholstery and wall coverings. We also offer treatments like knit backing to enhance performance. Choosing the right silk for the right application is key, and we're committed to educating the market and challenging common misconceptions of how that silks are delicate. So that's really about Jim Thompson. I wanted to really share because from listening to the speakers today is about how we carry forward our traditional craftsmanship. I think Jim Thompson sets a good example of how we could actually bring our nation's traditions to a global audience. And now I just want to share with you a glimpse of some of my recent work. So both with Jim Thompson and other projects where I've integrated traditional crafts into my designs. I've been fortunate to be working with many talented artisans who I've actually learned a lot from them, and also we kind of like shared the same value. So my design philosophy blends cultural heritage with a fresh contemporary perspective, resulting in spaces that feel both timeless and relevant. So showing here are some works that I've done for Jim Thompson at their showroom in Surrey. So we wanted to showcase and actually educate the visitors of actually how our silks or actually our traditional textiles could be used in a modern context. And also some of my works, because I'm trained as an interior design background, so I had the opportunity to work on several projects that have integrated crafts into my design work. So these are just some of the recent projects that I've was involved in. So these are the questions we should be asking ourselves. If we want to sustain these crafts, how do we make it relevant? Before I leave you today, I'd like to share a project very close to my heart, Raya Heritage, Thailand's first artisanal resort in Chiang Mai. This is just a part of a short film documentary capturing the voices and wisdom of the local artisans we collaborated with in the making of the hotel, from weavers to lacquer masters whose craftsmanship brought the place to life.
บ้านป่าบงนี่ครับจะเป็นบ้านที่กว่าใกล้น้ำหน้าบ้านก็เป็นน้ำเมืองร้องหลังบ้านน้ำกวงเลยคือคนป่าบงทุกบ้านคือจะต้องมีเครื่องมือหากินอย่างว่าน่ะจะต้องมีแซะมีไซมีสุ่มมีข้องเพิ่นจะอนุรักษ์ไว้เก็บไว้แต่ถ้าว่าจะไปใจแต่นี่อย่าให้มีละไปกันเพราะลำน้ำมีอยู่แต่ว่าป่านี่มันจะค่อยมีละแล้วลุงบุตรนี่จะเป็นประเภทแซะเนี่ยคือเอาไปซ่อนป่าลุงบุตรเนี่ยเพื่อจะหาร้านตังแซะเวลาไปตรงไปนาเอาไปซ่อนป่าครับ
นี่คือเขาเรียกว่ากระบุงนะบ้านเราจริงๆเขาเรียกว่าเปียด เปียดครับสมัยก่อนเนี่ยเราทำสารตะกร้าไอ้พวกเนี้ยไปหาข้าวกลางทุ่งตอนนี้เขาไม่ได้หามันแล้วเมื่อก่อนนี้คนทำเยอะขันกระบุงพวกนี้นะตอนนี้มันคนเก่ากลมตายกันไปเยอะแล้วไม่มีใครทำต่อเนี่ยเพราะมันขายไม่คุ้มเลย